Okay, welcome everybody. If I haven't met you yet, my name is Denny Benedict, and I am a mom of three adult children. And I'm joining you from Columbus, Ohio. And I want to thank you so much for taking time out of your evening to join us. I know everyone's so busy, and some of us are here to share with you tonight just as a part of a healthy living revolution. We're a part of the Juice Plus community, and our mission is to inspire healthy living around the world and really to have a positive impact on the communities where we serve. And we provide very high quality products backed by 20 plus years of research that really can give you a good level of trust in our products. And our emphasis is on whole food nutrition, plant-based nutrition, which is so important for a healthy diet. And we just help to bridge that gap between what we should be eating every day when it comes to fruits and veggies and what we actually do eat every day. I don't know about you, but I definitely don't eat enough fruits and vegetables. We do a lot of educational calls like this, and our reason for the call tonight is to create community and connection where we can engage with each other, where we can share stories and bring hope and simple steps to support you in your journey to better health. And tonight, specifically, our focus is to help you create a happy, healthy summer. So I'd love for you to share your name and where you live in the chat, on the chat function. And if you have any questions as we're going along tonight, please go ahead and share those in the chat as well. And we'll be sure to answer those questions at the end of the call. So I'm going to turn this over to my friend Caitlin, and she's going to share a little bit about her health journey and some simple summer tips or a tip in an effort to give you some inspiration and hope for your own journey. And then we'll be sharing some great recipes and some great resources. I'll share with you a little bit more about my story, but I'm going to turn this over to Caitlin Fortson right now.
Thanks, Denny. I appreciate it. Welcome, everyone. Good to see some familiar faces and some new faces. As Denny said, I'm Caitlin, and I'm actually a mom to two. So Callie is almost 12 and Malik is 6. So a little bit of an age gap difference between them, but really loving to model healthy ways. So my journey kind of started back in 2017 when I really felt like I needed to make a change in my life and really take priority over what I needed so that I could be the best version of myself. So I kind of started doing tips and tricks then. And really, it wasn't until about 2019 when I met Henry for the first time. And I got to learn about the power of Juice Plus. Fast forward a little bit further into May of 2020 when I really wanted to take more of a leap into how can I serve other people. Prior to that, I had been a social worker and really in the helping community, trying to connect with community members and give my talents that way. But I really want to connect in a way with people that takes them on their health and wellness journey as well. And so I actually started health coaching school in 2020 of May, and that really led me into learning more about bioindividuals and how the power of nutrition and food as medicine. And that is definitely something that Juice Plus offers and is able to offer to not only to me, but also my family and those that surround me. So every day I live my life in a way that, or at least have been able to make that mindset shift where what can I do to be the best version of myself? And some of my non-negotiables are meditation, mindfulness, movement medicine, and then of course, using food as medicine. So by eating my Juice Plus every day, I'm able to fuel my body the way that works for me, but also modeling that behavior for my kids. And through the Healthy Start program that I've learned and been able to share with other people, my kids are actually benefiting from Juice Plus as well in that program and get their fruits and vegetables. So 30 plus fruits and vegetables every day in a gummy form. So you don't have to swallow it. It's easy peasy, able to grab it out of a bag whenever they're feeling up to taking it for the day. So from there, I just continue to hope to inspire healthy living, continue on my journey of eating Juice Plus, and finding ways to incorporate recipes and allow my kids to be creative. So, as Denny was talking, we're going to be talking about a cookbook later on from the Healthy Living Revolution, and this is something I'm really looking forward to providing to my kids, because one of the things that they've been doing lately, summertime, we've got copious hours in the day of being able to find things to do. So they like to go in the kitchen and just find things in the pantry to put together. Well, a lot of times they're not edible because we just throw things together. And so this, I think, is going to be a wonderful tool to be able to give to the kids. Say, pick something out today and use the ingredients that we have, and then also incorporate things like the Juice Plus Complete, or even the berry capsules. I love to put in things to help with immunity. So that's kind of what I'm doing with my kids now. And one of our major roles in our house, although I'm a really big fan of intuitive eating, is that every other snack is a fruit or vegetable. So it's not something processed or something sweet. You are able to take from the fridge or the pantry a fruit or vegetable to help incorporate that in between. And then, of course, hydrating. So I'm really excited for my journey to continue, and for my kids to continue learning along with me, and then hopefully give that out into the world as they grow too. So that's a little bit of my story, and thanks for letting me share, Jenny.
Well, thanks for sharing, Caitlin. And I just think that's a fantastic tip because it's so simple. You establish kind of that ground rule of, okay, we had chips last time. Today we had to have some vegetables.
Absolutely, yes.
Yeah, which I think is I think it's a great rule. And honestly, I've never heard that before. And so that's such a simple step to start taking it, that you get to do it together. I liked
Right.
that perspective as well. You guys get to create in the kitchen. And I think when we do that with our kids, there's so much more learning and education that goes on around food and what it does for us when you do that together. And I'm excited to share some of those recipes too. It's a great, great cookbook. So anyways, thanks so much for sharing, Caitlin. I appreciate you being here.
Thank you.
Lisa Farrar, I am going to turn this over for you to share for a little bit.
Oops. Hey, everybody. Can everybody hear me okay?
Yes, we can hear you.
Hey, sorry, I had trouble with my computer. Yeah, so like Jenny said, I'm Lisa. I have been with Juice Plus and taking Juice Plus now for, I think, like almost 6 years, or maybe it has been 6 years. I don't remember. But I was a total skeptic about it all at first. And Denny just lovingly educated me a bit. And I really found the value in all of it. I look at Juice Plus as my insurance policy, because I already ate really healthy, and I was one of those like, why do I need to? I can just eat real food. Like, that was my mindset. And once I got opened up to like, oh, hey, this stuff has a lot of research behind it, and there's a lot of positive things I'm seeing. So when I started incorporating Juice Plus, my whole family started, and I decided to do the business at the same time, just because it made sense. If there was something that I believed in this much, then I wanted to share it with other people. So, yeah, Lori, my insurance policy. That's what I say about Juice Plus, because it's really hard for all of us to get in that many fruits and vegetables every single day, and particularly children and kids. So yeah, it was my insurance policy just to make sure that I was getting a wide variety and my family was getting a wide variety on a regular basis. So yeah, sorry, what else do you want me to share about it?
Oh, I love your story too. And I'll never forget that time when we were first talking and you were like, I don't know. But the more you learned, the more you were like, you know what, this makes total sense. Any tips that you have as far as getting fruits and veggies in your son's diet? I know you are very diligent about feeding him the right foods that give his body health. Any tips you'd want to share tonight?
Yeah. So a few of the things that we do, I have a 2.5-year-old son, and we are completely plant-based. So it's extremely important to get all of the things in his diet. And I've been on like this deep dive journey on with him on how to get all of that in and get him liking all of these foods. And anyway, it's been easy. To say the least. And I think a large part of that is because he has been Juice Plus. I was on Juice Plus, when we conceived him all through pregnancy, and he's been on it from day one. So, because he was getting it from me, and then he's been taking Juice Plus as well. And I think that that's had a huge impact on his body chemistry and being able to like all of the flavors of all these different fruits and vegetables. That's a really big thing. Um, but some of the things that we do, anytime that I am going to incorporate a new fruit or vegetable, I always make sure that there's something on the plate that he already likes and loves. So when there's that exposure, he's got something he likes, but then there's still something new that he can try out. And that's worked really well. I definitely get him involved even at 2.5, really 1 year. He's been in the kitchen with me. He'd sit up on the counter when I was making smoothies and help us put stuff into the blender. And just the more that you can get your kids involved, the more likely they are to want to try new things. So that's been huge for us. And then another thing that I've learned is, especially with smaller children, I don't know that this is something necessarily for bigger kids, but with little kids, small portions. Like sometimes, like we're really, I don't know, just conditioned to like get these bigger portions. Like we kind of make plates how we would eat in a sense, and really just like a tablespoon or 2 tablespoons of each food is enough, and then allowing the child to ask for more of what they want. So that's been something that's been really big for us too. So yeah, those
Awesome.
are some of my tips there.
I love it. Again, simple steps that you can take that make a difference. And it's true. We do see the people who are eating Juice Plus, whether they're children or they're adults, there's a metabolic reprogramming, and we like to eat healthier foods where we have cravings for that. And some of the things that maybe used to taste good to us aren't so yummy anymore to us because our cravings change. So thank you so much for sharing, Lisa. It's great to see you. And I love those simple tips. Um, I am going to share my screen with you, and I'm going to share with you one of my absolute favorite websites for healthy foods, and one of the many cookbooks that's out there we're going to highlight because it's new tonight. Let me go ahead and share. And the website that I'm talking about is called healthylivingrevolution.com. And if somebody could type that into the chat so you have it, that would be great. Super simple, healthylivingrevolution.com. There's a ton of great information on this website. And one of the places I just want to point out to you is under the resources tab. You'll see that there are healthy cookbooks, trending health videos. I have sent so many people these videos because they're very, very helpful in understanding preventative steps and how to utilize lifestyle when you're dealing with a particular condition, hormones, preventing heart attacks, fueling young athletes, dentistry, asthma, allergies. So many great webinars here by very highly regarded medical professionals and people who are very, very highly regarded in their field. So I just wanted to let you know that these webinars are here for you to come back to. I mean, this one on beauty and skin and your health, and most people think that skin health is from the outside, that you're putting lotions and potions all over your skin, when really skin health starts from the inside. That's an excellent one. So the one I'm going to focus on now is this Revolution Recipes cookbooks. And I love these recipe cookbooks. I use them all the time. One that I use a lot is this one here, volumes 1 through 4. It's a little bit more of seasonal cooking, and you can just download this cookbook for free. A lot of these recipes are very, very simple. They're very easy, and you can absolutely bring kids in. But we have one for gardening. We do offer a tower garden, which is a vertical aeroponic growing system where you can grow your own fruits and veggies. It gives you recipe ideas for the garden. Mocktails. This one over here is all about how to use our complete shake mix, which is a plant protein shake mix that's so good. It is so versatile. So this whole thing is filled with all kinds of energy bites and shakes and sweet treats that are healthy for you. And then we have a couple more up here, even an air fryer cookbook. The one that I'm going to highlight tonight was just added, and it's summertime snacks for kids. But I will tell you, when I looked at this cookbook, I was like, I'm doing this, and I'm for me because these recipes sound so good and so easy. So when you open this, you'll see that there is a short video. I'm actually going to play that for you right now about our Healthy Starts for Families program. And you heard that mentioned with Lisa and Caitlin. And basically, that is a program where, and Juice Plus has been doing this for 20 years. We have over 1.5 million families around the world who have participated. But it's a program where when an adult adds Juice Plus to their diet, they can sponsor a child, their own, a grandchild, a niece, a nephew, a neighbor, that can take Juice Plus for free for up to 4 years. That is our commitment to creating a healthy living revolution. We believe that it's really important for the family to embrace simple changes over time together, because as Lisa said, your kids are going to do what you do. So if you can model some healthy changes right from the beginning, that's great. So this is only about 2.5 minutes, but I'm going to go ahead and share the video with you now.
As a mom, from the first moment that baby's put into your arms, you have this unbelievable emotion of protection. Why not make it the happiest, healthiest life that they can possibly live by giving their body what it's going to need to fuel it through all of these milestones in their lives?
I believe that we have the responsibility to teach our kids how to eat right. The eating habits that you teach them now will stay with them forever. Planning, food shopping, and cooking is labor intensive. So it's really easy to give them what they want, which is pizza, french fries, and hot dogs. But I have to say, it's so important to not take the easy way out.
I want to be a role model for my kids. I want to teach them from a really young age the importance of eating right, because your kids are going to do what you do, so you need to lead by example. So we need to make sure that we're making everything so delicious, that it's yummy, and let's try it. And when you can get them growing it, so they start with the seed, they watch it grow, they nurture it just like you nurture them. They want to try it, they want to taste it because it's their baby.
Colorful fruits and vegetables have something called antioxidants in them, and that helps to protect our cells from damage. And then you have amazing dark leafy green vegetables like spinach and kale. They have an incredible amount of nutrition in them. I think it's really hard to get it right. And so with Juice Plus, you're able to bridge the gap and maybe fill in the blanks for the vegetables that you weren't able to get in that day.
I feel if you want to give your kids something really important and really vital, then give them the gift of Juice Plus.
And Juice Plus can be a catalyst too. They started to look at other areas of their lifestyle too. And so what happened is they started to drink more water, they ate less sweets, and they ate less fast food. So I would recommend that you just go and try it, because food matters.
So I just love that video with those cute little kids. I can remember when I started with Juice Plus, that was 19 years ago. So I'm an old mom, But my kids are now 31 and 28 and 21. And my kids have been on Juice Plus for 19 years. And I am so, I feel like it's one of the greatest gifts that I could offer them, because they're all very focused on eating the right foods. And it was something that I taught them as soon as I learned about it. And my journey really started. Gosh, I had been dealing with chronic autoimmune issues, specifically fibromyalgia, for 20 years when it came into my life. My sister, who's a retired nurse, told me about it, and it just made sense. I mean, I knew we weren't eating enough fruits and veggies. I was in a really stressful corporate job, raising the kids with my husband, my three husbands. Oh, God forbid. Raising our three kids with my husband. And, convenience to me was everything because I just didn't have time. And the research on the product really, really got my attention. So I was really grateful to learn about it. And within a couple months, I really had a ton more energy. I was able to exercise again. I was regular. That was a very big deal for me. And within about 12 to 18 months of adding it to my family's diet, after having autoimmune issues for 20 years, I didn't have them anymore. And that's the power of plants. To speak to your point, Lisa and Caitlin, I know that's important for you to be teaching your families that. And I didn't know anything about that when this came into my life. I knew nothing about it. And we meet people where they are. There's no judgment here. I didn't have a clue that the food that you eat either fuels your body well or it tears your body down. I didn't know that, but I do now. And it was really hard for me to turn my back on that. And I became so passionate about our message of inspiring healthy living that I actually ended up leaving my corporate job to do this as a full-time career about 10 years ago. And I love it. I love being a part of this community. I love inspiring healthy living. I love helping people go out and make a difference in the world. So that's just a little bit of my story. And I really want to just say that, as you're coming off of this event, I want to just encourage you to think about what that next step is for you. We're so grateful that you're here with us tonight. We thank you for that. We thank you for allowing us to share with you. And we do hope that you've been inspired and maybe you've learned something, some simple way to create a healthy summer for you and your family. And you know what? I didn't go into the whole cookbook, so I'm going to go back to that right now because I really, really, really want to show that to you. But this cookbook, sorry about that. I forgot about the cookbook. This cookbook is absolutely phenomenal. If you go down, you'll see, and let me make this a little bit bigger. There are fruit and veggie dips. Excellent, excellent for kids. It's a great way to get them to eat more fruits and veggies. There are healthy sweets, these frozen fun melon pops, lots of different fun things you can do, smoothies you can make that your kids would love, energy bites, things to have in the pantry, banana bites, kale chips, lots of great things here. And so on the next page, you're going to see there's actually a snack prep guide that would help you to go through the grocery store and pick out a couple things that you might like to bring home. Some snack hacks, which is great, creating snack stations, advanced batch prep, which is super helpful. I know some of us do salad in a jar parties. And then it goes into the different recipes. And you'll see here, these are not complicated recipes. They're very simple. And a lot of times what's in them is something you're already going to have in your cupboard. So I just want to encourage you to come back to this. It is such a great recipe book. Very, very simple, but really yummy, whole plant-based recipes that are good for the whole family. Okay, sorry about that. I forgot to bring that up before. So I just want to encourage you again, we always have options in what we want to do next. And I encourage you to take that next step that's right for you. It may be that you want to learn more about Juice Plus and how you can add that great whole food nutrition to your diet every day. And that's awesome. Maybe you just want to go check out healthylivingrevolution.com. That's a great next step too. You may be thinking about your whole family and you want to inspire your entire family to embrace the Juice Plus habit and sponsor a child or a grandchild or someone else who can receive it for free for 4 years. I mean, that's a really powerful way to partner with your kids or your grandkids. And if you're anything like me, Lisa and Caitlin, you may be thinking of others who can benefit from the great nutrition in Juice Plus. And if so, we encourage you to join us and to become a partner in our mission of inspiring healthy living. You can earn money back on your own products and with those with whom you share. And that income can really help to pay for your products, or it can create a whole nother revenue stream. I will tell you, when I left my job, I was miserable and I was so grateful to have another revenue stream that became a full-time income for me. And so many people are seeking to be a part of something greater than themselves, to know that they're making a difference in the lives of others. And that part-time income can really help to pay for a child's college education, to go on a great vacation, whatever you want it to be. And the great thing is that right now, our company is offering a very limited time opportunity to register as a partner with our company for free. So during the summer months, you can have your own Juice Plus franchise, absolutely no cost to you to have it, which is pretty darn amazing. And the company's never done that before. No quotas or minimums, and all the commission levels are permanent. So really, there's no risk involved. So I just want to encourage you to be sure to talk to the person who invited you to the call tonight. And if you have any questions, I'm going to stop the recording and we'd be happy to take your questions.